What's going on, YouTube gang? It's Mellow DFS coming to you live and direct, here to give you my fave 5 plays for today's 11 game main slate. Today is the 11th. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. Feel free to like the video. Please subscribe if new or supporting the channel. I appreciate that love. Press that bell icon so you always stay notified for new videos. Let's get into it, y'all. We cashed yesterday once again. Let's jump right back into it and do it once more. Going back in some great plays. We got some news that Giannis is out. Gotta look into the George Hill, and we have Eric Bledsoe, man. They both in great plays, great usage, man, coming off. But nonetheless, Eric Bledsoe should have a great game, y'all. He's averaging 30.8 fantasy points a game, 24% in usage average, but should get a boost here. 6K on DraftKings is too cheap, knowing this is going to be the highest of the slate, man. 235 implied total in this matchup against the Pelicans. Definitely love this play as they leak against the point guard slot. So gotta look into him, man. He can give you that 35-45 window here in this spot against Lonzo. So Eric Bledsoe in this play. Another guy looking to for some savings at 3,635 on DraftKings is George Hill. Definitely a play, man. He could give you 8 times value, 7 times value at least, man. But in this great spot, should definitely do damage at this price tag. Already average of 0.94 fantasy points per minute on the court, so I definitely see that 20 plus with this price tag to definitely help out with your lines. All right, let's look into our shooting guard position. All right, now we got Zach LaVine that could be possibly out here. We got to monitor his position and what he's going to do. So let's look into some more savings. Like, we still got Chris Middleton. It's still a great price, 6,800 on FanDuel, 64 on DraftKings, and he actually gets that boost as well without Giannis. So 30.5 fantasy points a game. He should give you that 35 to 40 window plus as well, y'all. So love Chris Middleton here. Of course, it's gonna be chalky, but it definitely is a great chalk play to definitely help out with your lines. Another guy you can look into is Dante DiVincenzo. Is that how you pronounce his name? 37 is too cheap on FanDuel with the upside. He's already projected at a 20 fantasy point projection with a 5.4 value play. Definitely look at him at this spot here as he gets usage as well coming off the bench, and New Orleans is garbage against shooting guards off the bench. So definitely is a great play with reserves for Dante in this spot here. All right, gotta look into the Van Vliet decision, if he's gonna sit or not, because that also helps out with Norman Powell here at 5,600, and he's 52 on DraftKings. He had that 31 fantasy point last game when Van Vliet sat, so something you could consider with Powell at this play if Van Vliet is out today. So something you could consider. Another guy I love is Ben McLemore at 5K but 54 on DraftKings, and he's been balling recently, y'all. As you can see, 29, 28, 36 in the last 3 games, and he's been doing well and should definitely ball out here in this play as Cleveland leaks out 24th against the position with shooting guards. Even though he's going to be coming off the bench, it's a guy coming off the bench with some upside. I see a 25-30 fantasy point game in this slot, knowing that they leak out against shooting guards. So Ben McLemore is still a great play to look into some value for the slate. All right, let's look into our small forwards. All right, now we also got to monitor LeBron James getting some plays in, knowing that Kuzma's out. So definitely gonna help out with LeBron James and Anthony Davis in this spot here. But if you want to go for some other pivots, let's look down. A guy I want to look into, let's see, is Joe Ingles. All right, 5K, 53 on DraftKings. He's been doing damage in the past 2 games. 31 last game. He had 37 fantasy point game before that, and he has great ceiling spot here. 5K, he could definitely give you 25 plus in the slot against Minnesota, as they're 23rd against the a small forward position. So Joe Ingles is somebody who definitely be low owned here. All right, in this spot. So Joe Ingles is in a great position, definitely flourish for tonight. All right, let's look into our power forwards. Like I stated before, power forwards, you can look into Anthony Davis, but it's something to consider here, knowing that the pace is going to be a negative pace for the Lakers here. So is it a negative pace for them, as Orlando is 97 to Lakers 100 in pace. So it's more of a positive pace for Orlando here instead of the Lakers. But you could pivot down to like a Kawhi Leonard going back to Toronto, man. It's going to be a great game to look into. 9,600, and it's cheaper on DraftKings. Give me that savings play. Right, I think it's 87 on DraftKings, but just a great spot, knowing it's going to be chalk, but knowing that he's going back to Toronto, he's going to definitely be able to flourish. Already averaging around 47 fantasy points a game, so he's giving you a value play regardless. He's already projected around a 45.3 projection play, so that's the floor. So looking to be 45 and up in this spot for Leonard in this play. Another guy I could look into is Jared Allen, man. He's been crushing it recently, and knowing going against Charlotte, they leaked. They're one of the worst teams going against power forward and center spots here. So Jared Allen is in a smashing spot here. 36, 36, 53 in the last 3 games. Should flourish in the spot against the Charlotte Hornets, who's on the second game back-to-back here. So love Jared Allen in this slot. Another guy I could go down to is Jabari Parker. He's in a favorable matchup. You know, he had that back-to-back. Just showing his stats for this year, he's definitely doing better on the second game back-to-back, and he's in a favorable matchup to bounce back here. He had 33 last game, 34 the game before that. Has great ceiling play against the Bulls. He had 31, 47, 40 in the last 3 games against them, but this is definitely going to be a narrative that he played on the Bulls thing last year, so something you can look into with Parker going against Chicago. Love the spot for Parker here. All right, let's look into our last play at center. All right, going to the center spot here. Want to go for some savings. I could go back to the Cody Zeller play. He only had 22 minutes last game with 25 fantasy points. Knowing that Brooklyn is a horrible squad against centers, he could give you another great value play here. Give you around a 25 to 35 window in this slot for Cody Zeller in this spot for today. Definitely love that play for today. Another guy I love is Karl Anthony Towns, but of course he's 11,100. But going against Utah is going to be more of a negative pace in his favor. So it's more of a Gobert slot, knowing that it's more of a positive pace for Utah against Minnesota. So looking into Rudy Gobert here, he had a 44, 38 in the last 2 games against them. All right, so he's 8K, but looking at 7,700 on DraftKings is something I consider here, knowing that you can get around that 40 fantasy point game with that price tag. All right, but those are the plays I'm looking at for today. Of course, going to be some more value plays opening up for today, so I will definitely have that on my video and also from my Twitter. So if you like the plays, give it a thumbs up. Any questions or concerns with your lines, comment below using draft dashboard tools and link in my description. So if you want access to my plays, all you have to do is click on the link in the description and sign up and get access to the NBA cheat sheet to give you the best plays of the slate, your sleepers and your studs. Click on the watch players, you get access to your player pool, and you'll see watch Mel's DFS picks button up top for either DraftKings or FanDuel. All right, so I love y'all, man. Y'all collect that bag. It's Melo DFS, and y'all stay blessed, and I see y'all in the next video.